Abdul I have a lot of my friends. They stayed here like mostly 10 years, 15 years, maybe even more than that. And they still didn't decide to have their property in Dubai because they're afraid. And the question in their mind always that when is the best time and when is the worst time to invest in my property?
Look, if you're waiting for the best time to buy a property, that time is actually never. That time is never coming. Every time and any time is best to start anything and everything, especially real estate. Like if you tell it's a good time to buy today, yes, it is. If you tell me after 1 year, yes, it is. It's always the good time to purchase a property. It's just you select whether that property is wise in investment or not, whether that specific property is good or not. It's not like you cannot say it's not a good time because, say, for example, your friend who is staying on rent, you say 10 years, right?
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years.
Still afraid.
He's staying in a townhouse?
Yes.
How much rent he's paying?
It's around 100,000.
So in 10 years, he had paid almost $1 million dirhams.
1 million dirhams.
And is that ever going to come back?
Not at all.
Not at all.
But their fear, it's about he is afraid. Two things, maybe. I'll tell you that the fears in their mind. Being afraid of uncertainty that it's in the market and being afraid just to get laid off. We never know what's happening because of the restructure that's happening in the companies. They're afraid just to come to a point and they will not be able to pay for the loans or the mortgage. And at the same time, how they will manage this through, let's say, mortgage or loans. It's very hard for them.
No, it's not hard. Dubai is very easy. It's easiest place to purchase a property and best place to purchase a property. I'll tell you why. The main reason. Your friends, how much is their salary? Approx.
Around like 40,000.
Around 40,000. If in the company there is uncertainty, will he find a job of 25,000?
Could be.
Will he find less than that?
I don't think so with the experience.
No, with the experience. He knows his worth. Any company and every company who is hiring for that specific position, if it's a 40,000 salary, say he goes down to 30-40%, still he will make around 25,000. First thing, the certainty. It's on yourself. There is no certainty of life even. Yeah. But in terms of, again, you say the market is not rigid. Okay. He paid 1 million dirhams for rent. If he buys a same townhouse, the worth will be around 1.5, 1.6, right? So if he bought it in 1.6, will it go down to 600,000?
Not at all.
Never. It's not going to go down that much. There might be a correction sometimes, made 10%, 15%, or say.
But at least you have this in asset.
This is an asset, which is a growing asset. Along with that, you are saving 110,000, 100,000 dirhams every year. Just imagine your friend having 40,000 salary.
Around, yes.
He's able to collect around 300,000 for himself. Do he have that saving?
You mean cash?
Cash.
Could be, yes.
He might be having that saving, right? Tell him to go to any bank in Dubai. Any bank. Tell them, okay, this is the property, I want to buy it and I want a mortgage. 80% he will get as a mortgage. Out of 1.5 million, how much is 20%? 300,000, which I'm sure he might be having that saving. He pays 300,000 to bank. Bank will make 1.5 million dirhams check for the owner of the property, for the seller, and he will own it. 25 years of installments he will get from the bank. The monthly installment of...
It will be even less than the...
It becomes 6,000 or less than 6,000 dirhams a month, which is 60,000 dirhams a year. The rent is more than 100,000. So he's paying around 55-60% only of the rent in order to own a property, to make an asset for himself in Dubai with the land.
In case, just a question. What will be the possibility if I don't have this cash right now? From your experience, how people they can take such a decision to get this cash? What are the possibilities or the ways that they can get this cash?
Look, there are many developers in the market who are providing flexible payment plans. Like there are many of the developers, their properties, and every one of them have different structures of payment plan. So compare all of them. First of all, you need to judge by yourself that what are my finances, how much. Obviously, he is having 40,000 dirham salary. He's not going to use 40,000 every month.
Yes.
He might be doing some amount of saving. Say 5,000, 10,000 saving he might be doing. So he might be having around 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. He need to check by himself that how much he have. According to that, select the property. Now that money should not, like, say it should not be from your XYZ loans, because you're already taking one loan of a mortgage. Don't put that much burden on yourself. Try to arrange the money from your own assets if you have in your home country or over here, or stretching yourself for a few months and collecting that. Once you have your down payment, like now there is 0% down payment plan also, in which you pay directly monthly installments. That installments become little higher and the property is off plan. So what happens? You're staying on the rent, stay on the rent for a year more, 2 years more, 3 years more. You will start paying for that property from now. Okay? 20 months, 30 months, 25 to 30 months. So till handover, when the property is ready, you paid 20 to 30% already. You saved that amount from your salary, paid there till handover in order to make your down payment clear. When it's ready, go to bank, take the remaining as a mortgage, pay to developer, and again 6,000 dirhams a month.
I like the approach.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's not in rocket science.
It's the fear, Abdul Qadir. I think most people, they are afraid because nobody just consult them or tell them about this.
The fear is natural in this case, because that's one of the hardest and one of the most important decision of a person's life to buy in house. Okay, but what happens is you need to have an advisor, a good advisor or a consultant or a property agent who can give you the real scenario of the market, who can give you the real calculation, no hidden charges. I have seen in the market people are just playing by just saying, okay, this is 1.6 million and you are paying this down payment and there is no other payments. Once you pay that, and then you will come to know, oh, I need to pay Dubai Land Department transfer charges. I was not told that.
Yes.
Okay, and that's a huge amount, a 4.5%, approximately 4% plus a code and XYZ charges. So that becomes almost around 5%. People are not aware of that. That actually makes the person more unstable, because already you have collected 300,000 from here and there for your down payment, and then you came to know, okay, I need to pay 50,000 more.
And nobody told me about
this. So first of all, it's very important to find a proper advisor or a consultant of yourself. Okay. After that, let that consultant first of all filter a property for you. Let him go through 10, 20 different properties, because you need to be honest with him. You tell him, okay, look, this is my finance. This is down payments which I'm having. This is my salary. For example, your salary is 40,000. From this, 30, 35, 28, 27, these are my expenses, which I'm paying right now for rent, for schools of my kids, XYZ.
This is what I can save out of the monthly salary.
I can save as, say, 10,000, 6,000, 7,000, whatsoever.
I can invest it in the property.
That's it. Because, look, I'm paying this 10,000 for the rent, for example, right now. I want this 10,000 not to be paid to rent and to pay to my property, for example.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So you give this all to advisor or a consultant, give him few days. Don't rush to him. Most of the people, they want everything very quick. Okay, I want to buy it today. I'm free today, so I'll do everything today. I will check it today. I will finance it today. I will go to a banker today. No, step back, relax, come on. Let the advisor first filter the properties for you. He will go through different projects which they have. Along with that, he will study them in the payment plans. Okay, he will see the possibilities of your financing matching that, and what kind of project is that specific property good or not. Okay, if any of all of this criteria will filled up, he will call you by himself. So he'll call you by saying that, look, okay, I found XYZ option, 1 or 2 or 3 options which will suit your finances, so let's meet up, discuss it and see that. Go to him, see all those 3
and take the right decision
on the same time. But don't Don't think that, okay, I have, like many of the people, my friend, one of my friend, he's here from years. He told me, Qadir, I have only 500,000, and my wife, she don't want to stay in apartment. In 500,000, how will I buy a townhouse? That's why I'm not buying it. Like, okay, you tell me you have 500,000. Okay, what's your salary? You can take a mortgage. You can have a payment plan from developer. Pay the small amount. Instead of paying rent, convert that rent into your installments of your own house. Make your dream house. It's easy.
Abdul Qadir, when a decision that comes in any one of our audience mind that they wanted to invest right now in a property or in real estate in Dubai, what are those hidden factors that they need to take it into consideration to make sure that they are investing on something that will be appreciated in the future from your experience? So what are those struggles that they need to look at it?
Very nice question, actually. Look, in terms of properties, what's the biggest mistake any of the persons are doing is they're betting on specific areas. Like, I know many of the investors, they're buying, say, for example, in Business Bay by saying Business Bay is best area and it will always appreciate. Someone, they say, okay, I want to buy only in Marina. No, that's not the good way to find the good property. Any area, like if I talk about Business Bay, in Business Bay, have you seen SLS Tower?
No.
Paramount Towers, by the
Yes.
the four towers.
Yes.
Near to that, if you stand on that road, you will see 3 properties next to each other. SLS, Regalia, Paramount. One is selling at 1,400 dirhams per square feet. One is selling 1,700 dirhams per square feet. One is selling 2,200 dirhams per square feet.
In the same area.
Same area. All of them are luxurious properties.
What's the difference?
That's the point. Developer is different. The concept is different. The motivation of property is different. The layouts are different. The theme itself is different. The standard of living is different. So you need to check about the property, not the area. Area, okay, the area has a frame. Like in Business Bay, any of the property starts from 1,000 dirhams per square feet and it goes till 1,900, 2,200 dirhams per square feet. That's the frame, for example. In downtown, it's from 1,400 to 2,900 dirhams per square feet. If we talk about JVC, it's around 650 to 1,200 dirhams per square feet. So that's the range. But you cannot judge that range to every property. You need to first of all see the motivation of the property. Some of the property are made for community style, like community style, the families, the children's. That's the motivation. Some of the properties is the theme. Now from that, first of all, we need to understand, like me as a consultant, I will try to understand the client, that what kind of client it is. Like, will he like to stay in a community? Will he like to stay in a standalone tower? Will he like to be in a high-rise or a low-rise building? Will he like to be, like, what exactly will be your preference? For that, 5 questions I will ask to you, which will be 5 W's. Who, when, why, where, what. I will ask all of those in a different ways. Like, what are you looking for? Like, what's your dream house? Where do you work? Okay, like if I ask someone the Mac Hills 2, they'll say, it's very far. Okay, far from where? If you're staying
is it your work? Maybe it's beside it. Maybe you're working from home.
Exactly. Far from where?
It depends on in which or where, how you benchmark it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, if you're working in Business Bay, okay, your first preference should be Dubai Land because it's an easy connection. Okay, if you're working in DIP, you should never buy a property near to Dubai Silicon Oasis because it's like
totally different. Yes.
Totally different area. Around in traffic time, it will be around 1 hour of a drive. Okay, so areas should not be selected by just the density of it. People think that, okay, Marina is best place to invest and property will not go low. No, it's not correct. Marina is good, yes, because it has a beach. Some people have a preference of having beach, but I have many of the clients, say 50% of my clients don't want to stay in Marina. So people who love beach, they want to stay there. The people who don't want to see beach. So there are some people who want to see greenery. There are people who wants to see desert from their apartment. So it depends upon your preferences, profiles. So I can't say that X property is best or why property is best. No, I can say, okay, that property is not good in
Mm.
terms of quality. Okay, but I cannot say that's best, because it's best for me, because
It's not for me.
not for you,
Mhm.
maybe.
Mm.
In terms of locations, in terms of views, in terms of floors, in terms of layout.
Mhm.
Layout also,
Mhm.
like reading layout. Like, I have known many of the people buying the property without seeing the layouts. They just saw the townhouse, show
location.
location, and they were like, okay. Said, okay, check the layout first, because
Maybe
you're
you'll
buying
never.
it.
You will live all of your life in that place.
And then when they get the handover,
Mm.
they are, okay,
I don't like it.
I don't like it. This is very small. That's the main reason.
Mhm.
First, you need to go through layout. Then you need to go through the location.
Mhm.
Then you need to go through the quality. And after that, you need to go through the prices of it.
Mhm.
And then the payment structure or payment plan or bank or finances.
Mm.
The steps, they should be followed.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Abdul Qadir, really, I appreciated the amazing values that you drove it today.
Thank you so
Really,
much.
I appreciate also your time coming here today.
Always welcome.
I'm
always
sure
welcome.
that thousands of people that they listen to our podcast today, they will have a lot of values and you
I
will
hope-
impact
I
a
hope.
lot of people live in there.
Yeah. So, inshallah, we hope that everyone in Dubai who are staying on the rent will one day buy their own
Inshallah.
property. They will save the rents, and along with that, if any kind of help required, we are
Sure.
always here.
Sure. Thank you so much, Abdul Qadir.
Always
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you,
Always
man.
welcome.
Thank you.